Should you back Stonesaga? Yes, and this is one that I'm also adding to my own collection too. Let me tell you why, because my name is Sam, this is Should You Back It, and I'm here to help you crowdfund with confidence. Stonesaga is a cooperative campaign-style survival crafting board game for 1 to 4 players that'll take you 60 to 120 minutes to play, and the core pledge for the game will currently set you back about £82 with an estimated delivery date of April 2024. In Stonesaga, you'll be playing as a group of people who populate a remote glacial valley and guiding multiple generations of people who will be making a life there. Each game session will cover one generation of your society, and your decisions and actions will permanently change the valley you live in various ways. You'll gather resources and use those resources to craft items, and as you discover the properties of the various crafting materials, you'll expand your crafting knowledge and be able to craft more items. Because of all of this, there is a legacy game component to the game, and I find the premise really compelling. The way that your society survives is played out through a number of mini-games, and you'll be fishing and foraging, and while normally I'm not a fan of a ton of fluff and bloat in board games, here in Stonesaga they've done a great job at validating the existence of these mini-games and extra gameplay elements, and helping them feel natural and in essence a key part of the game. Before I go full fanboy though, let's take a look at the people behind the game, Out of My Mind Games, or to those of us in the industry. You see, in each of these Should You Back It videos, I do a risk assessment on the company or person making the game and take a look into the games they've previously made in order to see how they ran them, in order for us to gain an understanding and a glimpse into what our experience could be like as a backer. This is 4th Kickstarter campaign. Their latest project, Mythwind, is currently behind schedule by 2 months, but is in production. The campaign before this, Stars of Akarios, has shipped and is with backers, and the team have posted some quite self-aware updates there about their shortcomings during that campaign and that they hope to address. Now, this was posted in July of 2022, but I think it's still relevant so that you know as a potential backer what they feel they were falling short on, and equally to see that they're taking steps to improve it. Now, one of the big issues they address is a lack of solid timelines, which they say they're looking into in order to make Mythwind, and by extension Stonesaga, a smoother fulfillment process. Their support communication was lacking just due to being overwhelmed once the game's shipped, and they've hired more staff to counteract that. There are other points that they touch upon, but for me those were the most relevant ones for this video. If you want to see the rest, please do go and check out that update if you want to see them. But while time will tell if they've found the sweet spot for fixing these issues, I think the fact that there is an awareness of these issues, an attitude of receptiveness in listening to their community, and a transparency in sharing the steps that they're taking with their community is an encouraging sign. Honestly, I would have loved it if Out of My Mind had all of their games in fulfillment at the time of this campaign, but because they haven't, and because of the issues they've transparently shared but are working on, I'd give them an amber rating when it comes to this risk assessment. I feel you will receive your game. I believe it will suffer delays, but I'm hopeful that communication will be solid, and if they can nail all of those aspects, you can be rest assured they'd get a green rating on their next game. But why am I backing this game, and why am I recommending it to you? For me, I find it compelling. The gameplay style of this game is very much one that I enjoy, and honestly a big draw is the art style. I can't understate how important good graphic design, artwork and solid layout design are in a board game, especially for people like me. The cards are stunning, and the aesthetic overall is something that for me would make it a visual treat to play. I also am very interested in the legacy aspect of this game and the fact that it allows people to drop in and out and allows someone to join for just one generation if they wanted to, which for a legacy game is a big plus in not making it feel like a long-term commitment for each player if they're not sure they'll like it. I will just be backing at the core pledge level though, and I'd recommend you do too. The expansion pledge more than doubles the price of the game, and while there's always the worry that you won't be able to pick these up at a later date, for me, if you need to buy expansions to make a game good or worthwhile playing, then it's not worth your money to begin with. The expansions look cool, don't get me wrong, but it just pushes the price point of this game a bit too high for me, especially when people like myself here in the UK or EU will have to add on VAT as well. As always though, this is just my recommendation, but hopefully you feel a little bit more informed. If you have found it helpful, I'd love it if you could subscribe. I'm a new channel trying to cover the games I think you're interested in, and your support really does help.